William Le Baron Jenney was the father of the modern skyscraper, so you see a lot of his great works still in downtown Chicago. The oldest of his skyscrapers that still stands is the Ludington building, built in the early 1890s at the same time as he was designing these very different structures. This is a pair of row houses in Buena Park. It's believed were built for brothers, so you can see they have a strong family resemblance, but one has a square bay and one has a round bay that we're going to go into. So this round room in the turret would have been one parlor, and behind me another. We'll talk about them being opened up. But first, let's look at the historical detail in here. This gorgeous fireplace with all this wonderful wood trim. And then it was accented by new things that were done. New crown moldings created, really nice radiator covers created, and this Venetian plaster on the walls gives you that period feel, but you also get something we need today, which is a much larger room when these two were opened up. A round wall there taken out, and these two rooms combined into one. You then get the two different fireplaces, both original, sort of interacting with one another. It's really sort of a showcase of the wood, and it was a great thing to do, to change the floor plan in that way. Something that wasn't changed was this nice dining room behind these pocket doors. It would have been the grandest, largest room in the house, and it still is very grand. It's got, like those rooms, the new crown moldings, the radiator cover, but it's got a nice bay of windows and just this really grand feeling from the plaster medallion on top and the other details. Now behind us is a kitchen that we're not really going to go into because you probably need to update it. It doesn't have the feeling of the rest of the house, and if you do update it, you might want to pick up some of this wood that goes throughout the house. Like, look at this gorgeous banister that winds up through the center of the house. All of this wood is complemented, of course, by the great framing of the doors and the doors themselves. And take a look at these transoms above these four rooms. We don't know that they're original, but what we do know is that in the glass is etched images of the Four Seasons. Just a really pretty detail. You've got on this second floor two main bedrooms, nice round one in the turret with a pretty view out over the trees and an organic garden across the street. And then here behind me, you've got the master. It's a nice room with a fireplace of its own. It does have a bath that was created out of an old closet, but if you wanted to do a larger master bath, a master suite type bath, you can push back toward what was probably a servant's bedroom. It's down the hall at the back of the house. You could get there by going through a closet from the master, taking some of that space. And if you took that closet, you would not be giving up too much because there are closets and storage spaces everywhere, basement, attic, and a really great one hanging over the stairs here to the third floor. Nice old linen closet that just has a nice framework, gives it a historical flair. And on that third floor, you've got two rooms, very pretty. One is a nice sitting room with a pretty high ceiling and windows, and then you go into the turret again. It feels like you're in a silo because it's got this wood siding. Really nice place to be. So you've got these different spaces you can configure in different ways, including the basement. This cellar finished the basement, created a laundry room, and then two more rooms that you could use for bedroom, playroom, whatever your needs were. And then out back, you've got this nice deck with a two-car garage, but thanks to the L-tracks beyond, you actually have parking for a total of 5 cars, which is a great thing for a city house. Beyond the L-tracks is Graceland Cemetery, which is, of course, a beautiful place, and lots of architects are buried there. You have a special connection to it if you're in this house. William Le Baron Jenney's wife is buried there, and then his ashes were spread over her grave.